Finn Balor and Seth Rollins have been having themselves a go at each other each and every single day on Raw, and Finn Balor looking to further the tension between them. Seth, you fell right into me trap. This is exactly what I wanted. I want you to fight back. I want to see that anger. I want to show everyone that you're not the man you say you are. You're a selfish piece of shite. That I cast a shadow over everyone's shine so they don't take your spotlight. And you'd be a fucking lawyer if you said otherwise. Seth, at Survivor Series, I'm going to prove that you're nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing. Finn Balor might just have a point here with Seth Rollins. He seems to have a proclivity for getting in the way of all the other talent and putting himself above the rest. Speaking of which, people like LA Knight and anyone else that he goes up against, he doesn't want them to outshine him. He does everything in his power to keep himself on top. The Tongan assassin, the unhinged man himself, the champion who was able to take down Omos, the original person, and right behind him, he is Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. He had showed up previous weeks showing his allegiance to Tama Tonga when he had that match against Ilya Dragunov, distracting Ilya and allowing for Tama Tonga to take advantage and cut the head off the Tsar. But now it's all clear. Tama has help, and Jacob Fatu is an absolute fucking menace not to be messed with. Yeah, I made that shit. That looks good, man. Be honest with you. That's a good looking belt. That's a damn good looking belt. Beautiful undercard belt, if you ask me. But without further ado, let's get this thing on. It's Tama Tonga going for the neck right away. He is looking to outpace Otis. Otis, he's a big man. Maybe not tall, but big sideways. So he moves a bit slow. And Tama Tonga is all about speed. He is all about the blistering pace that took down Omos. And I don't know if Otis has what it takes to take down someone that has the pace and space of Tama Tonga, because he just hit the RKO, dropping Otis right where he stood. And Otis hasn't been able to get any kind of offense in so far because Tama Tonga, he is viciously choking him out. Otis picked the wrong day to defend or to try and win a championship. I think he would have had a better chance going up against anyone but Tama because of the pace that he plays at. He could have gone against Drew McIntyre. His pace would have fit him a bit better. He could have went over to SmackDown and faced somebody there, like, I don't know, Sheamus, who just beat Omos. He could go against a previous person that he knows in Chad Gable on SmackDown and have a better chance, I feel like. But he's going up against the unhinged assassin from Tonga, Tama Tonga, and he's not going to let Otis have any time to breathe. Otis is going to need to get his inhaler sometime soon because Tama Tonga is going to absolutely run havoc on him. But Otis taking down the champion on the outside and about to show a feat of strength, lifting up Tama by his head and dropping an elbow. Things have actually turned around a bit better for Otis so far. Instead of the first minutes, he needs to watch his back because Jacob Fatu was on his ass. Yaranami. But I don't think that submission is going to work on Tama. It looked like Jacob Fatu took off the turnbuckles at some point. I didn't realize it, but we got a pin going here. And a kick out at 1. Otis not going down just yet. But Tama with the DDT. I think he's calling for it. Otis is about to get his head cut off. But no, he just blocked it. Otis just blocked the blade. And he's about to go for a splash onto Tama. And he's firing up. Trying to figure out what he wants to do next. It looks like he wants to go for that corner, but Jacob Fatu distracting him from such. Giving Tama Tonga just enough time not to get squashed like a bug by Otis. Because I'm assuming Otis was trying to go for that turnbuckle, trying to climb it. And look at Jacob Fatu, again, taking off the turnbuckle, trying to get that attention of the referee. Because the referee's going over there to redo it. Oh, and another RKO out of Tama. And Otis, he's pretty big, but he's going to go for a black hole. And that could put Tama away. 1, 2, and a kick out from Tama. That was nearly a 3 count. That was so close. I thought we had a new champion. That was literally 2 9/10. That was way too close. That hand was basically on the ground. But Tama Tonga has the resilience and able to kick out of that one. Here's Otis looking to go to the top rope. Oh, and dropping that elbow onto Tama. And Otis arguing with Jacob Fatu, not liking that he just threw a chair at him. And I completely understand him in that case, because what the fuck was that? Why would you throw a chair at me? But that could have been enough time to pin. Try to go for another pin on Tama. Oh, but there it goes. He just cut his head off. And Jacob Fatu gets thrown out the match. 1, 2, 3, and Otis is out. Tama Tonga, out of nowhere, just cuts off Otis's head and wins the match. Otis gave Tama a run for his money. It nearly seemed like he was going to lose, but Tama Tonga, the unhinged assassin, does it again. And Io Sky, I said a lot, and Io Sky looking to make an appearance tonight. The champion, the women's world champion. Look at Io. She's so inspirational. Beating Raquel when no one thought she could. Because Raquel Rodriguez was such a dominant champion, but here is Io. It is great to see her tonight. Going to compete here in a match before Survivor Series. And Tiffany Stratton looking to take on Io Sky. But no, she does a cheap shot from behind, attacking Io Sky. And the referee calls off the match, trying to pull Tiffy away from Io, seeing that it's uncalled for, that assault on her. And Tiffany Stratton going to the outside and missing that attack. Io Sky going to capitalize on it. Going to that. Oh, and parrying that drop kick. Neither of them able to get any kind of aerial assault off on each other. The genius of the Sky might meet her match with Tiffy, because she also knows something about about taking flight. And she thinks it's the best time now to gloat over her attack on Io Sky as she just waits out there. What was the point of attacking her if you're just going to wait for her to get back up? Just a showboat? Show that you're better than her? I don't see the point. But Tiffy getting Io onto the ropes and dropping a spine buster on her. And I think that she might try to finish off Io Sky here. I could be wrong, but going for a whole lot of kicks on her and trying to break that arm of Io Sky. Io really wondering what's the whole reason for this. She tries not to have problems with people. She just wanted to defend her senpai, Asuka, and get that championship to defend the honor of the Joshi wrestlers. But Tiffany Stratton, she wants her spotlight. She wants to be shown on TV as the dominant woman on Raw. But Io Sky trying to run away from Tiffy, but able to get a drop kick off on her. Tiffany Stratton, the narcissist that she is, can't seem to understand to leave people alone. Io Sky was just trying to have herself a nice match here tonight, but instead she's just getting assaulted by Tiffany Stratton. Will this have happened in the match anyways? Yeah, probably, but like, she likes to play it fair. She wanted to have herself a nice match. She's trying to cash in her paycheck, having a regular day at work, but instead Tiffany Stratton finds a way to ruin it for her, going for an Alabama slam right on the back of her head. Last week, Jordynne Grace was trying to be cordial, just trying to understand why Liv Morgan was being such a bitch to her. And Liv Morgan, I only can assume she has a response to her after leaving her.
Jordynne. What makes you think I want to be your friend? I already have friends, and they're not freaks like you. I hate to break it to you, but I don't like you. I don't like how you look, and making fun of you is funny. I got myself a title shot, and I didn't even have to ask. See you at Survivor Series, you bulky bitch.
Liv Morgan, that is completely uncalled for. Yeah, you know, she's a bit different from the other girls, but you know, you just don't like her just because of that. You're being a complete bitch for no fucking reason. But I guess you got what you wanted. You got yourself a title match at Survivor Series. Don't mind that voice crack. Editor, please cut that out. On the editor, I'm not gonna cut that out. It's a little too much work. But here's Randy Orton. He's had his troubles. He had his problems with Drew McIntyre. He wants that championship gold that Drew holds. And somewhere in the mix is Solo Sikoa. Unhappy, he had mentioned last week, unhappy with Drew McIntyre's title reign and how he's been ruining the prestige of his championship belt. And I do not blame him. Drew McIntyre's been a horrible champion so far. Randy Orton looking to stop that championship from happening. Trying to take that belt off of him. And I can only assume here's Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa. Okay, Solo Sikoa wanting to interject himself into the feud by going against Randy Orton. Because he did mention in that promo last week that at Survivor Series he wanted a Hell in a Cell match with Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and himself for that championship belt. So this is a good way to interject himself in. That's Drew McIntyre. Drew fucking McIntyre. The horrible paperweight champion coming in and eyeing up Randy Orton. I'm surprised neither one of them are going at each other, starting a fight with each other just yet. But I see a chair over there. Drew McIntyre's gonna go sit in the cuck chair and watch this match. And Solo Sikoa, before the bell can even ring, or maybe it already did, already going for the attack on Randy Orton. And Randy Orton violently missing that clothesline, but now they're wrapped up. And the referee has to pull them away. And a cheap shot from Solo. Solo not acting any better. But again, you know, it takes what it takes. If you want to beat an asshole, you got to fight like an asshole, I guess. Because Randy Orton, he doesn't play by the rules. And why should you? Solo, you know, he's a very intellectual man that way. Why nerf yourself and have somebody break all the rules when you can do it too? Usually I wouldn't defend that kind of action, but for Solo it makes a whole lot of sense against someone like Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre. Why put yourself in a disadvantage? With Solo Sikoa getting hit by Randy Orton, he's looking to take him out there. And headbutting Randy's shoulders, trying to take that RKO away from him. But speaking of, I haven't seen them in a bit. I guess Randy really wants to take care of Drew McIntyre on his own. And speaking of Drew McIntyre, he's sitting there in his cuck chair, in his undies, watching two grown men fight, getting all sweaty with each other, like a fucking weirdo. It's more weird because he's in his fucking undies. But Drew McIntyre, somebody needs to take that belt off of him, because he is ruining the prestige of it. We can't have a paperweight champion as the international champion. You know, go to some other show, not on WWE, so then you could beat up people much less talented than yourself to show that you're better than them at being champion. But here, prestige matters a whole lot. That's why Solo Sikoa was such a great champion. We got an 8 count. And Solo Sikoa stomping Randy Orton on the chest. I don't get the whole idea of pulling both legs up and stomping on the chest. I kick him right in the fucking nuts. Who cares about getting disqualified? Kick him in the fucking nuts. We got a pin. That, of course, was not going to go anywhere. But the street champion, Solo Sikoa, looking like he was going to go for a spinning solo. But Randy Orton reverses that, gets him into a spike DDT. He is in range. He's got him draped. He's got him right where he wants him. And Solo Sikoa getting dropped right on his dome. And Randy Orton just taking in all the boos. And this doesn't look good. This looks like the end for Solo. He just reverses out of it. He dodges the punch kick. He just saved his own fucking life. Because Randy Orton would have just fucking ended his career there. Just would have ended him. That would have been the end there. But Solo, after getting taken out with that RKO, is now getting hunted by the Viper. Oh man. Dropping the double axe handle well over 10 feet in the air. And they continue to fight on the outside once again. With Solo Sikoa soccer kicking Randy Orton in the back. And smashing his head into the ground. It is getting dangerously close to a count out here. As Solo tries to get Randy back into the ring, and it's looking a whole lot of deja vu here. Because we just seen this. And he gets in at the count of 8. And Solo looking for the Samoan spike! And he lands it! He's going for the pin! 1, 2, and a kick out from Randy fucking Orton. Randy Orton just kicked out of the Samoan spike. He's not going to be put down easily at all, and it shows. It's clear that Randy Orton is too dangerous, and now they are beating the shit out of each other in the middle of the ring, and apparently there was an elimination here. And Drew McIntyre takes out Randy, and the bell has been called for. It is a disqualification. Drew McIntyre just took out Randy Orton. Solo Sikoa looking to let these two fight it out so then he can preserve himself for tomorrow. He can preserve himself, not for tomorrow, for Survivor Series, which comes up at the end of the week. And Randy Orton pummeling Drew McIntyre. Against Drew, just trying to get any kind of advantage that he can, but it never works against Randy Orton. Randy has a way of turning everything around on him each and every single time. Pummeling him again. Drew, this doesn't look good because it looks like he's setting up for another punch kick. Oh my God, and he just took his head off. Randy Orton kicking everybody's head off. Drew McIntyre can't catch a fucking break. And it almost looks like he's going to lose his belts at Survivor Series. Randy has all the momentum here. But speaking of momentum, we have the visionary. We have a revolutionary. We have Seth freaking Rollins. The fighting champion. The hypocrite himself. Finn Balor might have a point here because he loves to hog the spotlight. He loves it. As you see the spotlight right on him as he walks to the ring. The fighting champion Seth Rollins looking to have himself another match here tonight before Survivor Series. And who is that? That is that Ivar song. Ivar was expected to have a match. He was expected to have a match with Seth Rollins here tonight, but Finn Balor just fucked that up, taking him out, showing that he is a dangerous man and not to be messed with. And now, it looks like it's going to be Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. And I did not hear a bell. I didn't hear a bell at all. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are going to brawl it out here tonight before Survivor Series, and Seth Rollins just broke his fucking neck. He really needs to watch out there. That was not called for. He's just going to get his shit beaten up by Finn Balor if he keeps on making mistakes like that. As Finn Balor does the same thing, but he lands it. Seth is messing with a very dangerous, desperate man in Finn Balor. And the more desperate they are, the more dangerous they are, because you have no idea what they are capable of doing to get their meat to get their end goal. And Seth is about to find out the hard way. He likes to say that Finn Balor is going to end up coming up short, but this does not look like the case. Finn Balor is measuring up to Seth Rollins. Finn Balor is putting on a big fight for Seth. Seth almost not able to fight back. Let's say almost, because he's now on the control. But Finn Balor, he is looking like an equal, making a whole lot of sense why he wanted his shot at Seth Rollins. He wanted to beat the best so he could show that he's the best. And Finn Balor is the right person to do it, I suppose. Because Finn Balor finally getting what he wanted. Finally getting Seth Rollins to fight back. Getting Seth Rollins to show exactly who he is. And then he could have his match with him at Survivor Series. He's main eventing Raw every single week. Finn Balor is getting exactly what he wants, except for this. I'm sure he doesn't want a pedigree. And they're both down. Seth is exhausted. Exhausted from fighting Finn Balor. But he's finally up. And I think he wants to put Finn Balor away right here with a stomp! Sending a message to Finn Balor going into Survivor Series. They need to get security out here. They need to keep these two apart because they're going to rip each other apart. Finn Balor, the desperate man that he is, will do anything to get what he wants. And Seth Rollins, the vicious hypocrite that he is, looking to dim everybody else's spotlight.